Hi everybody, I'm Eve, a castaway on season 10 of GeoORGs Mandalay, and this is day 3. So I shot a video confessional yesterday giving you some trust rankings and things like that I didn't actually get to upload because I hadn't really organized the way to do all of my uploads and things like that, but this time I think I've got things right, and so we're gonna get into this. Today's a big day. We lost our challenge because they got less than 3559.321 or 312 or whatever that number is. It's pretty good. So we're at tribal, but that's fine because I love going to tribal. Tribal is where the magic happens. It's where you get to play the game. So outside of all of the getting to know people, and this is my sweet Lily right here, outside of the getting to know people and things like that, you get the actual action, right? I'm here for action. I love people, but I am here for action. Come on. So, look at this sweet girl. I have spent the day formulating and ensuring that I have a 7-person majority alliance that hears me out, right? Now, that 7-person alliance is just a thing. It's just for right now, whatever. But the real reason I wanted to do a VidConf today is because I had some VCs. So, I talked to Bayuka, right? Who's not in this 7-person alliance that I created. And Bayuka is actually a crack. Bayuka is a very important crack because Bayuka was a part of this little alliance that Bunny created, and we're sniping Bunny this round, right? So Bayuka would have been left out on the vote if I didn't tell Bayuka that we're not voting Ellis, we're voting for Bunny. And so Bayuka then gets to fill in Ellis, who was totally out of the loop for both alliances. No one had filled Ellis in. That means that now Bayuka and Ellis, hopefully, will trust each other. And Ellis, more importantly, will trust Bayuka, which means that if you can get Bayuka, you get Bayuka and you get Ellis, right? Because Bayuka will continue to fill in Ellis on their votes. That's important because the day before, yesterday, I had been informed by Andrew, who I trust quite a bit, that Bayuka is someone that Andrew kind of likes, right? They talk and they're kind of into that, right? It wasn't a big like, but I was informed that they like him, right? So I wanted to make sure that my bond with Andrew is as strong as it possibly can be. So I went out and made sure that Bayuka was the important little pivot point for this round, right? That means that now Bayuka and Ellis are a tandem. They'll go together when they vote. And on top of that, now that Andrew knows Bayuka and Ellis go together, Andrew has more leverage in the game because he has that information. I also gave that info to Kristen, who's my number 1, and Anna, who is my number 2, is in the loop on where the vote is going and everything like that. I shared a conversation after the convo I had with Bayuka to spin him around and get him where I wanted to get him. I shared a convo with Anna, and Anna and I talked about something more important, right? We talked about this concept of a 4-person alliance between Anna, or Lobs, Kristen, Eve, and Andrew. This is 2 duos combining themselves together early in the game to give us a really, really, really strong core 4. Kristen and I are hopefully going to duo this thing out, and Andrew and Anna seem to be a functional duo, right? Andrew is Anna's number 1, I'm Anna's number 2, Kristen is my number 1, Anna's my number 2. So this works perfectly as far as we're concerned. So the next goal after this tribal is going to be to get that alliance strong and tight together, and then we're going to be able to run the social game, right? So the reason this is important is because the numbers break down like this. At this tribal, we're going to try to get a 9-1 vote against Bunny because Bunny was playing a game that didn't include me. I don't want to play a game that doesn't include me because I include myself in games. So we're going to get Bunny out in a 9-1. that 9-1 is important because we get Biyuka and Ellis involved. And if Biyuka and Ellis are involved, they can be viable numbers for us going forward. So we can potentially dump someone like Tristan, who may have a move up their sleeve at some point, but if they ever decide to make it, we'll just punish them for it, right? That's only important because of that 4 that I mentioned, right? Anna, Andrew, Kristen, Eve. That 4 can bring in Biyuka and Ellis and make 6 at the next tribal. 6 is a majority out of 9, right? So no matter what, we're playing a good numbers game. We're playing a really strong numbers game right now. And even if we don't pull in, say, Biyuka and Ellis for the next vote, we have the option of having someone like Patrick on board as the number 5, and that makes a majority at 9, right? You have a 5-person majority at 9. So it's pull in those 4, get any one player. Or we have options now, so we can get more than just one player. We can get Tristan as one player. We could get Patrick as one player. We could get Biyuka and Ellis as 2 players. We have so many different permutations of options moving forward if we decide to make this the move. And I think that's why it's such a strong move to me. So that's really kind of where my head is at. I've decided to sacrifice a bunny to the Burning Man here, and I'm really happy that I kind of sussed out and got good info that Bunny wanted to play the game, but is kind of overplayed and underplayed simultaneously. I don't really know how that's possible, but it is. So we're looking at that, and I'm monitoring the situation. I've got most people filled in on the Bunny vote, and I feel pretty good about it. Patrick seemed to like that I kind of had an agenda and took an initiative, and that really gives me good hope, because for me, going forward from this tribal, I would like to avoid going to another tribal before the swap, and that's just because we have at least 3 good duos, right? We could get Biyuka and Ellis to start working together if this goes well. Biyuka and Ellis will trust each other, right? We could get Andrew and Anna already work together. We need them to trust each other. And Kristen and I, as long as we trust each other, we're good. But if that core 4 happens, then we have 2 strong duos that can swap in any combination, and we're still good, right? Because, for instance, Anna and I could swap, and Andrew and Kristen could swap together, and we could still play together, right? That is a big deal for me, because keeping this flow of information open between us is what's gonna make sure that this game runs, and we're gonna run the game, period. I'm very excited to see what the future holds. This was just a video conf to kind of get people caught up on what's going on. Once again, my move for this round was vote out Bunny. If I'm gonna vote out Bunny, I need Ellis to be filled in so that we can make moves by pulling Ellis in potentially as just a free vote, or being able to let Ellis go, doesn't matter. Making sure Ellis isn't alienated, though, is important for us being able to play and make a variety of moves going forward, so this was the move that I thought was best for our game. When I say our game, I mean my game, because my game is good. So that is, I think, all that I have for you guys tonight from me and Miss Lily. It's only a little bit, but if... I trust rankings. It's not all I have for you tonight. I have trust rankings. Before I do this, I have trust rankings. So here's my trust rankings, my updated trust rankings. Kristen, that's my number 1. I will trust Kristen to the end of this game, even if it makes me lose the game. Don't care. That's an ROD. I trust Kristen. I trust Anna. Anna is the only person out of the 4 of us, other than me, that knows about my idea to create this strong core 4. And then I trust Andrew. Andrew is the 4th person in that 4. Anna and Andrew are super tight, and I made this move on Biyuka to make sure that Andrew's game gets stronger and our bond grows. And I think it's a smart move, right? So the top 3 in my trust rankings are Kristen, Anna, Andrew. After that, I probably trust Patrick, and then Raccoon or Adam, and then... Ooh, excuse me. I trust Biyuka. Ooh, that's actually hard. Ooh. Get back over here. Let's see. No, I think it's right. I trust Kristen with my life in the game. I trust Anna. And then I trust Andrew. And then I trust Patrick. It's definitely Patrick next. Then Biyuka. Then Tristan. Then Adam, then Ellis, then Eve. Adam, then Ellis, then Bunny. Something like that. Some combination of those characters. Kristen, Anna, Andrew, Patrick, Biyuka, Raccoon, Ellis, Bunny. That's 9. That's my trust rankings. That's all 9 of them. I have to trust Biyuka right now because I need Biyuka to try to play up close to Andrew to make this a really viable move. But I think I made moves that are good for the game, and they're good for our tribe's style of play. I think I've combined together a good group of people, and I formed in pretty short order a strong 7-person majority where we were pretty easily able to figure out who was on the outs and to make a move. So, love that. That is all I have for you tonight. Thank you guys so much for watching and spectating GeoORGs Mandalay. I will see y'all soon. Bye.